You say this debate about the traditional versus renewable energy sources and their subsidies is not based on a complete picture. Why?
Yeah, well, for years now, the people who favor renewable energy and actually want more subsidies for them have been claiming that they receive fewer subsidies than traditional. Like oil and coal and so on. And of course, those on the other side argue the opposite. And they look at different things. And clearly, so long as you weight the subsidies by amount of energy they produce, there's no question renewables get a lot more subsidies, hundreds of times more subsidies. But what I argue in this spotlight is that they're actually looking at an incomplete picture. That what you really have to do is look at not only just subsidies but penalties. You have to measure what we might call net subsidies. So you take the subsidies that let's say coal or on the other hand solar get, and subtract out from that the penalties, all the regulations that go into where you can search for oil and where you can mine for coal. Or on the other side, maybe where you can site wind turbines. They don't allow you to site wind turbines in North Carolina, certainly, on ridge tops because there's a law called the Ridge Law that prevents you from doing that. So what you have to do is separate out the penalties from the subsidies to get a real picture of the extent to which government is influencing the progress of these industries. And that's really what we're trying to get at here.
And why is that important to know the government's impact?
Well, the issue is economic efficiency. And an efficient market will be one where the price of whatever the product is reflects real factors of supply and demand, technologies, scarcities, people's demands, preferences. When government steps in, it alters those relationships. It skews those relationships and you get inefficient results. So what needs to be done is you need to get at a measure of how much those government policies are influencing what would otherwise be an efficient result.